Hey guys, welcome back to Tin Shed TV. It is the first video for 2023 and we're going to start it off because I bought a new car.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the V2 Holden Monaro.
This is a 2003 CV6 Monaro. So over the holidays I found an ad. I thought it was a fake because it was like cheap, and I thought maybe water damage being in northern New South Wales, but no. Actually a complete one owner old lady car. You don't see too many of these things, so it was a rare find. It's got 250,000 Ks on it, but completely stock as a rock. Quicksilver, the CV6. So let's go through and have a quick look at what it looks like. So being a CV6 Monaro, it came out with the same body kit as a CV8. The outside between the two models aren't any different. It was only the interior that had changes between the two cars, and obviously the engine as well. So, being the CV6, what did you get? You get a one-tone interior. So it was only on the CV8s they did two-tone coloured interiors, like the red leather with the red outside and all that. Because it's the VY 2003 series, it gets the VY dash. Being that the lady was quite small, there is no damage to the outside cushion, so that's still retaining its actual shape. No cracks, just a little bit of wear and tear. I will say the leather is quite dehydrated. I've thrown some Vaseline onto it. So far it's come up alright. There was only one bad thing about the interior, and it's the rear seats. So being that the Monaro has a slantier roof, the heat and the sun comes through a lot sharper, and it has dehydrated the leather and causing the stitching to rip. So that's one thing I need to investigate with an upholsterer to get fixed. But apart from that, the interior is immaculate. LA pedals for L60E because they only came out for an automatic, and the VY cluster. For a 250,000 K car that's lived pretty much on gravel road its whole life, there is hardly any imperfections to the paint whatsoever. There's a few little bits and scratches, like that one, that's quite deep. If you see it in the wrong light, you can see there's a dent just there. I was told that the kangaroo didn't hit dead on in the front of the car, but it brushed the side of it, so it's got a bit of a dent, there, but you can't really see much. Few stone chips at the front being gravel roads, and obviously the fog lights are all pitted and all that from years of use. If you're not aware what the CV6 Monaro is, it was a POV pack Monaro, if you want to call it a POV pack, because it was about 8 grand cheaper than the CV8, and it came out with a supercharged V6 motor. So 171 kilowatts stock. It was a baby to the V8, but if anyone's played with the L67s before, they pack a punch with the amount of low down torque they make. The hood lining's a bit of a schmozzle, but maybe be able to find a fresh one of those. Standard 17s still in the car. The alloy wheels have not been changed, so still all factory. Now let's have a quick look in the boot. All the gas struts still work really well. So, boot, just a bit of damage to the carpet from years of use, but clean. Everything's still there, including the carpet up there as well. Well, that's pretty much it for the outside of the car. I can tell you exactly what's in here via the brochure, but we're not going to do that. So 250,000 Ks old. Let's jump under the vehicle to have a look. Alrighty, so underneath the car, let's have a quick look. Engine mounts are a bit shot. Noticed that from when the car engine was rattling. Yeah, not too bad. That probably need to be replaced. Lovely amount of red dirt underneath. From factory, twin 2.25 exhaust. Don't see that often every day. I really... Would that be rust? Or is that dirt? Looks like baked on layers of dirt. Huh. So yeah, there's some mud up there. How the hell do you get mud all the way up there? Like she got bogged or something. Hey, I never noticed a heat shield over a starter motor before. There you go. Auto looks fine, no leaks. Everything looks in the right place. Probably needs a service though. Control arm bushes look fine. Rack boot looks fine. Rack bush looks fine. I know the brakes need to get fixed at some point. Link pin's screwed. Nice big crack right there. Link pin. Most of all the bushes are going to get replaced anyway. That's my idea. That's what I want to do. Tie rod ends not cracked, which is fine. Ball joint. You get a whole new arm anyway. It comes with a new ball joint, as well as new bushes there and there. So, at the moment, what we got over here? We got some moisture. So that's caused, I don't know if we can get that at the light. That's caused right up there at the back of the lower intake manifold. That gasket's gone and it's just dripping all the way down the back of the motor. So lim's got to come off. That means I might send that away to get some work done. How about just strip everything down, throw a new head gasket in it? Why not? Why not? Gives me a chance to look at the cylinder head, the cylinders. There's a lot of mud caked under here. Can't get any further, I'm too fat. Alright, so obviously being 2003, we got the upgraded linkage for toe correction, but not camber correction. So camber will still have to get fixed by an adjustment bolt, but the toe's been corrected on this series. So the subframe's got the latest upgraded one. Now, unfortunately, I still don't know what diff's in it. It says high performance, so I assume it's a high ratio open end center. So won't know until I pull off the back end and have a look. But leaky shock at the rear. Obviously twin 2 1/4, and it joins into one possible 3-inch by looks, into one muffler. I'm surprised too. I thought the fuel tank in the CV6 was more centered, and like all the Monaro fuel tanks were all centered, so you could have an exhaust on the right hand side of the car. But no, that must be a CV8Z thing. So in the Z series they changed that. But yeah, there you go. That's the Monaro underneath. So why the Monaro? Well, I've always wanted one since I was young, ever since they came out when I was 15. They are, in fact, a better car. It's the best handling Commodore, to be honest, because it is a Commodore chassis. They are built on exactly the same wheelbase. Same wheelbase between a VT and a Monaro, but the differences are the roof is 50mm lower. The seats are 30mm lower. That means the windscreen and the rear are more slanted. The doors are 150mm longer. Overall, the car is about 80 kilograms heavier than my current VT. But it actually has a lower center of gravity. But that's not really the main reason I wanted one. It's more an investment. But that brings me to the next question. What am I going to do with it? Unsure just yet. I don't know. Maybe I'll come back to that same question in 6 months' time with an answer. Do I leave it stock as a rock because it is unicorn? It's 250,000 Ks old, I know, and it is a CV6, but it's a car that hasn't been touched. It's still immaculate as all the features that came out with it. The logbook is serviced all through its life, through a dealership until the dealership's closed, and then for a reputable mechanic in Grafton. So is it going to be worth anything like the CV8s? I don't know. Time tells. It's still holding its value a lot better than what I thought. Like 20 years on, it's still over 20 grand. The market value was about 25 to 27. I was lucky, I picked this up for around 20. So making it a rare find. Big Ev, in terms of the actual chassis it's in, is worth no more than 2 to 3 grand. All the money is in the powertrain. That's where I spent all my money, and that's probably where its value is anyway. Do I swap the powertrain into this, making it a rare 600 horsepower manual V6, supercharged V6 in a CV6 Monaro? I don't know. I can't really keep both. I don't really have the room for both. I can always deregister Big Ev if that was the case and put that engine in it and powertrain, and then give it to Oliver as his first car. And Dad has the Monaro. The only downside with that is the Monaro, you can't put a baby seat in the back. You can only have a booster seat because the rear parcel shelf doesn't have any ADR anchor points. I like people to throw their opinions in the comments. I just want to know what you would do. So yeah, rock and a hard place. Like I was surprised it didn't sell because 3 people looked at it before I did. They walked away because they wanted V8s. They either wanted a V8 for investment or they wanted a V8 for the nostalgia, being a Monaro. Could always put an LS3 and a TR6060 in there, but I don't know. I do not know. Although anything for V8 now is like through the roof, so what's the point? I don't know. Rock and a hard place. Give me your thoughts. But anyway, what's got to happen for the moment? It needs some maintenance. That's the first thing it needs. It needs new bushes, new shocks. So if I'm going to do that, I may as well go full bush kit. Shocks would be either FE2. Actually, that's a good question. Let's have a go look at the plate. Well, according to the plate here, it does have FE2 suspension. So I just replace it with Kingspring version FE2s. Keep all the original stuff that I pull out and put it in a box somewhere. C60 means it's standard air conditioning, and GU4, got to remember what the GU4 for the diff means. Well, thanks for listening to me potter on for this this video. I'm sorry that's not really any content, but it's more of a podcast. But give it a like if you want, but please subscribe and hit the bell because there will be some content on the Monaro during the year. When it'll come out, I don't know. I've still got to do other things like Sean's Calo's coming back. Big Ed's going to the track to get some numbers. We got Rocking Nats in 3 months. Yes, yeah, because it's April. Yeah, 3 months. So I've got to start saving for that because the fuel bill to tow the Commodore up there is going to be at least 300 and something bucks because of diesel prices. So yeah, just tune in. I like to see this channel grow over the year. So more subscribers, more likes, more bell notifications means more users and more watch hours. I'm doing this for passing my knowledge on to other users. So if you want to play with the V6 or the V8, if I ever get a V8 to work with. But yeah, thanks for watching this long podcast of Tin Shed TV. And as well the VY ECU as well. So when I pull that train, I hate trains. Tasty. I have to do some investigating. Where we take it, buddy?